Hello, this is Dale Callahan. We want to take a look real quickly at LinkedIn and how I might use LinkedIn to identify some opportunities, specifically how I can identify companies that are out there in areas of my interest. And we'll pick on a particular geographic area in this case too. You see my LinkedIn profile. Now, if you're not on LinkedIn, obviously you can go up here and type linkedin.com and get yourself on LinkedIn, set up a profile easily. You notice that one thing it will do as you build LinkedIn is it will walk you through getting your profile. You see mine is 100% complete, and as you log into LinkedIn it will walk you through a step-by-step series. Very easy to do. You do things like upload your resume, upload your photograph, uh, build some networks and some connections of people you know, and pretty simple, straightforward to get through to get yourself 100% complete. It's important for you to get 100% complete because the search engines and things at LinkedIn actually put a priority on that, so you get found more. So if you look here, this is my LinkedIn profile, and you can do all kinds of things, resume, experience. You know, I've got attached down here books, that you read, groups that I'm part of, and I'm just going down the list. My blog's connected to it, my Twitter account, all those things we don't really care about so much right now. You just need to be in it, and we want to look at how we can use this to explore. And what I'm going to do is, you see this area up here, people search. Now there's options here, people, and you've also got where you can search on jobs and companies and things like that. But I tend to like to do the people search. So let's, in particular, what I'm going to do is go over here and do the advanced search, and you'll see why in just a minute. So I'm going to click on the advanced. And you see here we have the opportunity to put on some keywords. We can search by first name, location, and all kinds of things down here. Now this little yellow thing that's the N, those options are only available if you are paying for the service, and I don't pay for the service, so they're not available to me. But what I'm going to do is, let's just say I'm interested in healthcare technology. It doesn't really matter what you are. What's your background. You may be a CPA or whatever the case, but you're interested in healthcare technology, and I'm going to make this a little bit larger here just to see it. And so what I want to do is search for people who have healthcare and technology in there, and I'm going to pick titles of VP, President, Director. I mean, I can type in all kinds of titles. It's either their current or their past titles, or VP, President, or Director. And location in near, and I can go in here and put my zip code and say within 50 miles. That's going to give me that location. So what I'm going to do now, obviously I can get down here and search on industry and all, but I'm just going to click search and see what pulls up. Now this is going to prioritize, and you see over here on the before that, you see over here on the left hand side, this is the summary of my search, and I can go in here and edit the criteria. I can search for a person's name or last name or company if I want. If I'm interested in only people involved in Apple computer, for instance, I can type the company name. So this gives me people who we can see. We look here and highlight a few things. What I'm looking at is their profile. So here's Gibb. He's a Business Advisory Services, Birmingham, Alabama Management Consulting. Okay, somewhere in his profile is healthcare. Now Drew, president of Vipar. Now you probably don't know what Vipar is, but it's a healthcare technology company. You see his industry over here is hospital and healthcare. And we look at Meg Bulls, Senior Vice President, CTO, Accutech, Information Technology and Services. Now the first key is, you probably don't know who these companies are. We know the big names of the big hospitals and the large companies and Fortune 100s, but it's all these other companies that are out there that are hidden, that are part of the, that's where all the jobs are. These are the people hiring. These are the people growing. These are the people with all kinds of alternatives of being, maybe even flexible alternatives that might want you to work so many hours. So as I'm looking here, and I can say, I don't really know what this Vipar is. So let's pick on Accutech. So I'm going to highlight Accutech. They don't have a link here to their company. A lot of times they do. But I'm going to just click on that, and I'm going to go back over here and just search on, whoops, that's not what I want, Accutech. Obviously, I need to cut and paste correctly. Let's try that again. Let's go back and get Accutech. Helps if you can spell it. Alright, Accutech. Alright, so I'm going to search on Accutech and find out. I want to learn a little bit about their company. Perhaps what I see in his profile is interesting enough for me to do this. Now, obviously, when you're doing this on LinkedIn, going back over to LinkedIn here, when you're doing this on LinkedIn, it can take you a while to, but you search through things, you see what's interesting. I can get into McBull's profile here and look, but I'm just going to point out, if I go over here, I recognize Accutech is involved in developing healthcare applications for the iPad and the iPhone. So these guys are software developers. They have some jobs on here. They are, always hiring, looking for new people. Now what I can do is I can click on McBull's profile here. If I come back over to LinkedIn and just click on his name, and notice, by the way, this says first, and this says first, and these are people that are connected to me directly. They're like Facebook friends or something. These say second. So Donna here means she's got 1 second connection. We'll come back to that. But right now, if I click on McBull, since he is a first connection, I can go in here and look at his profile and see, well, he's been involved in Circle Source and Technology Solutions and Amazion and GE Healthcare and GE Medical Systems. So he's got a large healthcare background. He'd be a great guy if I'm trying to break into healthcare technology to go talk to. Now, of course, his phone number and stuff is on this page. But let's pick on Donna. Let's say she's in AT&T Healthcare. I have no idea, but AT&T is obviously a large company. Let's click on Donna's name, and I can come over here, and this shows me her profile, and I can learn a little bit about her. Now, I'm a second connection to her, which means if you look over here on this side, you're connected, how I'm connected to Donna. You see me and Donna. And all these are the people that are all links of people I'm connected to. And there's McBull, by the way. There's the people I'm connected to that also are connected to Donna. So let's say I like what's in Donna's profile. I'm interested. I want to talk to her. Now, either I can search her name directly on the web, maybe her email address. Let's see if her email address is embedded in here. I can send her an email. I can get introduced through a connection. So let's do that. Let's come down here and say, and by the way, this is the very top too. If you say get introduced through a connection, let's do that. So what this is going to do is going to say, who do you want to? Let's say McBull. I'm going to say I want McBull to be the one to introduce me to Donna. And so I'm going to click on this, and what this allows me to do is choose why I'm, hey, I'm looking for a career opportunity, an inquiry, or I mean, I would probably be expertise request is what I would, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Essentially, you type in the subject. Now, notice here, I can type my message to Donna, and here's what I might say to Donna. Hey, Donna, I'm, Dell Callahan, interested in breaking into the healthcare field. I have a background in engineering, don't really have any healthcare experience, and just was looking at your profile, was hoping I could chat with you and learn how you got to where you're at, and some advice that you might have on how to get into healthcare. Simple, non-threatening email. I'm not asking her for a job. Please don't do that. Subject, I can type something, whatever is relevant up here. Now this down here in the bottom allows me, notice, to send a brief note to McBull. He's the one that's going to introduce us, and I can say, hey McBull, I see you're connected to Donna, and she looks like somebody I want to talk to. Can you please give me an intro? Now, when I go down here and hit send, what this is going to do is it's going to send McBull a message through LinkedIn, and it's going to allow him to type something on there, and he may be able to type, hey, Donna, Dell's a great guy, you want to talk to him, or hey, you might want to avoid Dell, whatever is the case. But it allows him to then forward the message pretty painlessly, and then her and I can connect and talk. This is a great tool. People send me messages like this all the time, and I'm usually happy to connect people together to do this. But the key here is just understanding. Let's just poke around. Vipar, Accutech, AT&T Healthcare, and this girl's in the Birmingham area. We're looking at, as I'm going on down, I'm looking at different people. What is Lifestyle Perks? What is, well, that's UAB, that's pretty obvious. KNF, these associates, you're seeing all these companies here. Some of them are going to be relevant. Some of these people may have had past experience in healthcare. Like this case here, CEO, managing partner at Buzz12, I believe that's a marketing company. They must do some marketing for healthcare. Let's go on down and just see what we can see here. Because I've got 5 pages of opportunities. Some of you are probably familiar with McKesson, a large healthcare company. But we just see massive amounts of people that I probably do not know who they are. And how to reach out to them is right here in front of me. Now, because the key here is we need to know people. We need to know Sandy here. Because the connections is this key is through people. It's not through company names. You need to find people inside the companies who represent the companies, who can speak to the companies, and who can give you advice of how to break into the certain fields. Now, how to contact them, we've kind of given you some hints, but we'll cover that in a future video or some future correspondence.